Hi. For every field of art you can find a few spoken or unspoken rules that you either have to follow or that you break knowingly or unknowingly. Creative rules are learned very early in the art lessons at school, measured by the fact that the whole school time consists of rules. I leave it up to you to decide whether this is a good or bad idea. As a person that grew up in the village, cultural education for me has not taken place in school, but in my own research and through the internet, movies, friends and by visiting museums. At some point I came into contact with the Dogma 95 Manifesto that Lars von Trier and Thomas Vinterbergs signed in 1995. In this manifesto, Thomas Vinterberg and Lars von Trier laid down 10 rules. 1. Only original locations may be used as filming locations. Props may not be brought in. 2. Music may appear in the film, for example as a band playing, but may not be recorded afterwards. 3. Only handheld cameras may be used for filming. 4. Film is to be shot in color, artificial lighting is not acceptable. 5. Special effects and filters are prohibited. 6. The film must not show gun violence or murder. 7. Temporal or local alienation is prohibited. The film takes place here and now, for example not in the Middle Ages or on a distant planet. 8. It must not be a genre film. 9. The film format must be Academy 35mm. 10. The director must not be mentioned in the opening or closing credits. When I saw films like Idiots, Festen and Italian for Beginners while I was aware of these rules, I found working with such rules incredibly cool. Especially the raw and real looking aesthetics of these Dogma films always captivated me, and it certainly is a huge source of inspiration for my own work. Much like with people, I appreciate realness in art. Don't get me wrong, in my eyes the works may be completely abstract and shaped to perfection by artists, but I like it when you recognize that artists stand behind their values. For street photography there are also some rules that are loudly defended, especially by heroes in photography forums. But they often don't make sense and I can't say it often enough. If you want to learn about photography, don't waste your time on Instagram and forums, but shoot with the camera you have right now and look at photo books by photographers that inspire you. One street photo rule I usually follow though: I don't photograph children, homeless people and street musicians, because these groups of people are quite common in the cityscape and I feel that they can't escape my camera, so it feels a bit unfair. However, I broke this rule for one photo. When I passed this scene, the sun was so high that the gate cast a shadow on the street musician, who looked like he was getting eaten by the shadow. The photo then lay around on my computer for a long time, because I wasn't so sure about my own work. But at some point I decided that rules are there to be broken, at least if it has a reason and tells a story. The photo of the street musician being eaten by the shadow is still one of my favorite images. There are certainly rules in art that make sense, but they should always be questioned. Besides, the Dogma directors have broken their own rules in almost every one of their films. What do you think about it? Is it necessary to follow rules? What rules do you follow in street photography? Feel free to write me in the comments. See you next time and don't forget to like and subscribe.